What's going on, guys? Hope you're all doing well. Now for today's video, we've actually got some pretty cool info surrounding Jurassic Park Survival. Some new rumors are suggesting that a trailer reveal may be right around the corner, and the actual size of the video game has been revealed via a new way for you guys to pre-install Survival on Xbox. The game is due out for PlayStation 5 and PC as well, and you can actually put it on your Steam wishlist as of a month or so ago, so it looks like it's just PlayStation that we're really waiting out for the official drop. But there's also some other news surrounding this game that I wanted to go over along with this stuff. So right now, believe it or not, you can actually download a pre-install for console with the new game Jurassic Park Survival, and it's got a massive 70 gigabyte game size, which is demonstrably larger than what I think a lot of people imagined. I know it is for me personally. Now, I don't actually have Xbox, but as far as game size goes, just keep in mind that last year's Resident Evil 4 remake was a minimum of 60 gigabyte download on the PlayStation 5. So Jurassic Park Survival is actually a really big game if this info is true. But guys, that's not the only thing I wanted to touch on because, and look, I don't personally know what to do with this info myself except just tell you guys, but apparently the game may have a PEGI 16 rating with a citation of, quote, strong violence and horror. And while I'm obviously not British, I saw this from the Jurassic Outpost short where Jack went over the news, and I gotta say, I'm a little shocked. So truthfully, the two Jurassic World Evolution video games are also rated PEGI 16, but the emphasis on horror is what kind of surprises me. I always had an idea that Jurassic Park Survival wasn't really going to be a survival horror game, and I'm still not that sold that it is, but the fact that the game is stating that horror elements at the very least are going to be a part of it is pretty intriguing. No, I don't really think it's going to be rated M or anything like that because both Jurassic World Evolution games are still T over here, and they're rather bloodless, but also because the game seems to be listed as T for violence and blood right here, which is shocking. Again, I don't think the ratings would even be done this far out, so that's kind of additional info to suggest that the game is probably going to be coming out very soon, likely at the end of the year, and it's rated T. It could mean that the game is more intensive than those by a long shot, with or without blood, which we haven't had anything like that for a Jurassic Park video game in pretty much forever. I mean, you could make an argument that the old Jurassic Park Rampage Edition game for Sega Genesis was rated MA13, but that was before the days of the ESRB, and it would probably be more comparable to a T rating like the Lost World Jurassic Park for PlayStation. So does this mean that the game is actually way more old school than we originally believed? Well, don't forget, about a month or so ago, I actually mentioned that the game was listed on Steam as being a pretty intense experience. Remember, on Steam, the game has a mature content description that reads, intense science fiction terror with death and violence from dinosaurs against humans and against other dinosaurs. Also infrequent swearing in the dialogue. With this information, I'm going to stay on the more conservative side and say that I think the game may be rated T, but it could very well be rated M too over here in America. It's just so shocking to me. Like, we haven't gotten a Jurassic Park game like that in literally decades. And look, guys, so what does this tell us so far? Just to give you a quick rundown before we continue on to the other news, we have what will probably be a 70 gigabyte game that's more mature than the average Jurassic World Evolution titles in a first-person perspective that you can now pre-install on Xbox.
But wait! There's more!
Judging by the release date that was given for the game a while ago, we could actually be getting this game by the end of the year, and not in 2025 to tie into Jurassic Park 7 like we previously thought. In fact, with the Summer Games Fest right around the corner, some people are speculating that we could get a new trailer for this game as early as next week. June 7th is the date that is on everybody's minds right now, and while I obviously can't confirm that, the official Jurassic Park socials have given us an updated Jurassic June logo for the year. So honestly, guys, this is looking really interesting to say the least. If you're unaware of what Jurassic Park Survival is, just know that a game with that title, or at least a very similar version of it, has been canceled twice before in the past, and Jurassic Park fans have been dying to play these older game versions for literally years. The first time happened to be a PlayStation 2 and Xbox, maybe even a GameCube game, with the incorporation of some fixed camera angles that was supposed to promote Jurassic Park 3 in the early 2000s. And the second time being a game that was supposed to help boost Jurassic World way back in 2015, where we would have played as Owen Grady, running around Isla Nublar after the fall of the operational theme park. Jurassic Park Survival is a first-person point-of-view video game that takes place hours after the events of the original Jurassic Park. You play as Maya Joshi, a scientist that was left behind in the island of Isla Nublar, with all of the dinosaurs now having escaped, and somehow we have to figure out how to survive. It's basically a more modern rendition of Jurassic Park Trespasser, only without all the revolutionary developments that game had going for it. Personally, this is all sounding like really good news, and I think we may have the game come out at the end of the year to kind of help boost Jurassic Park 7, the new movie, as a sort of good graces thing for the fans. But we'll have to wait and see if it's actually going to deliver as far as the video game goes. I'm hoping it does, but you never know in the modern day. With it being Jurassic June, I don't really know what else to expect. My best guess is that there's going to be some news surrounding the brand new movie. We may even get some updated info on Jurassic World Evolution 3, but Jurassic Park Survival really is the game and product that makes the most sense for there to be more information on. If a trailer does come out on June 7th or sometime around then, it's probably going to have way more gameplay footage in it. And you know what I mean? Like, not just a cutscene that doesn't really have anything to do with the gameplay. It could be a full-on experience, even a demo or something like that in the future. I'm not saying June 7th, but sometime down the line closer to the fall. I don't know if you guys remember, but the Resident Evil 7 Biohazard demo that got released back on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, this is years ago now, but that was a big way to kind of tease what that game would be back in the day. They do this for games all the time, by the way. I mean, Jurassic Park and Resident Evil are just really on my mind, and that was first person, this is first person. We'll see how this goes. I do want to throw out there, I'm not expecting this to be like Dino Crisis. I'm actually more gearing towards Instinction and The Lost Wild with stuff like that, or even Compound Fracture. I'm going to be talking about those games pretty soon, by the way, with an updated list of new dinosaur games that are going to be coming out this year and beyond. But as for Jurassic Park Survival, I gotta say, this is looking kind of cool. But hey guys, those are all just my own thoughts and opinions on the subject matter. What do you guys think? Do you think Jurassic Park Survival is actually going to be a quality video game? Do you think we're going to get a trailer June 7th? Do you think the game is going to be like more intense than the previous Jurassic World Evolution titles? And what are your overall thoughts on what's been shown so far? Whatever your own thoughts and opinions have to be, let me know all about them in the comments down below. Now, before I go, I want to thank everyone that's helped me build my channel over the years. I'd also like to thank every one of you guys who've watched my stuff. You've all been extremely cool to me. If you enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate a like and hope that you'll consider subscribing. God bless you all. Christ is King. See you guys in the next video, and as always, take it easy.